Hello, Swine Brigade. It's Oolong back again with another live stream. Today we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I thought this game looked adorable. Look at these characters. There's surely nothing horrific hiding in this game, right? Now, we're about to start, but before we begin, let me spread the link around. Alright, all done. All done sharing the link. Alright, should we hit new game? Please enter your name, okay. Oolong. Okay, enter. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. I know a couple people like that. We used to walk to school together on days like this. Starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Well, that's Sayori. She's cute. I overslept again. I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Oolong. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or anything. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you. Be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Oolong, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you will join a club this year. Did I? Sure, it's possible that I did. There are many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Relatable. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. Guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. So you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. You know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Yeah, meanie. Sayori is the vice president of the Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I was bringing in a new member. Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Cupcakes, you say? Don't make promises you can't keep. Even if... I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Yeah, I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Oolong, what a surprise. Welcome to the club. Words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. I mean, yeah, but you can't just out and say that. What are you looking at? You want to say something, say it. Sorry, Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. This is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice meeting both of you. Sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Oolong. Monica smiled sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Oolong. I made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them, I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. How about I make some tea as well? Girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens a closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh-ah! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just try and take one. Sayori grabs the one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full, and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. She waiting for me to take a bite. Finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I know I heard that somewhere before. Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you, you know. You dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe it. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in the leaf. Hey, do they got oolong tea? So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club feel fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget or publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. If it encourages other people to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. What you could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Make school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. And everyone, yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Oolong, what kind of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It's like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. All that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. What about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup around her with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by her ways line up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination, completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I did too. It was about a clown that lives in the sewer. If anyone gets that reference, you're goated. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. If a story makes me think, takes me to another world, I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Me too. Horror movies scare me. Horror games scare me. Don't even tell me about Don't Scream. Coming soon. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes darted over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It was like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud and Give That Back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Yuri slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them? Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing it to oneself. To be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. You have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Oolong? Monica smiles very warmly at me once again. Come on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come out forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I will join this club. Sarah may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. Still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All of our girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... You won't. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make the clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes lit up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sarah wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, it really did scare me for a moment. If you really just come for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. And that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Oh, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Well, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Hello, Prinny. Welcome to the stream. You're first. This is Plus, by the way. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Oolong, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. Sure, good fortune will find me. Bernie, if you're still in chat, please be sure to share the stream around. Give me some viewers. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen when whoever likes your poem the most. Alright, Brenny, I'll take your word for it. Why is that there? Doki Doki, gotta include that. Entropy. I really like Yuri, she's cute. Death, why is that there? Alright, Prinny. Graveyard. Explode. Inferno. Yuri's gonna like this poem. Hi again, Oolong. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. Might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in. Everyone else is already hanging out. Thank you. Thanks for keeping your promise, Oolong. Hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Come on, like he deserves any slack. They already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. Last year, too. I don't know if you plan on just come here, just hang out or what. Don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Oolong always gives it his best, and as long as he's having fun. Hey, that's the truth. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. Almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You're really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Oolong can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Kinda pretty, kinda. Wait, Sayori. Eh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. Any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, it won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. We could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. Look forward to hearing what you think. With everyone settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. Save the game real quick. That doesn't seem to be the case. Taking a brief intermission. Sorry about that. Roshi was drunk. He was stumbling around the room. Let's go back to the game. Sayori and Monica were having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature-related by myself like this? Guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. I'm feeling a little too tired to read. Probably fall asleep right now. Close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. Probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. Problem with the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. It's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. Yes, I do love a good book. The main character of this game doesn't, but I do. It doesn't help solve the problem, though. Yeah, what do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. But it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the things to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Oh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Sayori and her cupcakes. Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. She does, doesn't she? That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. Find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Wah! I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. Nearly fell out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school even have a napping club? Staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're going to have less time for anime, you know? You need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. Always looking out for me, Sayori. What I do best, that's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh, not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. Can't even do that? Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How's it written all over me? You're clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips on the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. It's just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. More than just your hair. Look at your bow isn't straight either. There's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. Nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Who's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you? Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie. You don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. Start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you'll see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Oh, this angle. That's so funny. What is? Well, just thinking how weird it would be to have a friend who does these kind of things. Yeah, but don't say that. It'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? Huh. I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? Struggle to fully close the button in your chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? Did when I bought it. If you buttoned it, you will have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? My boobs get bigger again. What kind of game is this? Don't say this out loud. Anyway, much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Ooh. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Ooh, so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So I keep it unbuttoned then I don't get a boyfriend, right? What logic is that? Why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he would even let me do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. That's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. You focus on going to bed earlier. Oolong, you weirdo! Launch! It's not what it looks like. Fine, fine. It's a deal. Guess we really better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Oolong, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. Phil to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. Launch! Launch if you don't... Nah, I'm just kidding. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last week? Yeah. And relaxation ends. Yeah, Launch. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I really couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? Can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poems to first? Yuri, she might like it. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry. Forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. It's your first time writing a poem, right? Oh, yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. Guess it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? Launch, this is all... Launch, 4 of the 5 characters in this game are girls. You would... If you do want to join, I can put you on voice call real quick. Well, thank you, Launch. I've been practicing. I mean, I am a shapeshifter. I gotta match the voice to be the form, you know? Okay, Launch. If you insist, I'll ask you if you want to join next time. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, Launch. Buries her face in her hands. When is she not pretty? When is she not? Couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes when we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in the new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. Okay, bye, Launch. See you in the next video, stream, whatever. Whatever we're doing next. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that is not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. Love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminated beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calms, breathing air out of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. That's a good poem. What do you guys think? Chat. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. This is our first time sharing. I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Aloha, Stitch! Thank you for coming to the stream. We're hitting the books today. We're in the Doki Doki Literature Club. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Oolong. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you only did glance over it after all. Remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember, it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
I should show my poem next. Sayori.
Oh my goodness. This is so good, Oolong.
Eh?
I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Me playing this game. What am I doing? Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't just like it because I wrote it?
Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of the other people here, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's an Oolong poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your writing feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori.
Really happy just that you wrote one.
It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. Stitch, if you're still here, can you please spread the live stream?
It's like I said before, Oolong. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if the Sayori sees me as the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay?
That will be my way of thinking.
That'll be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right?
Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Do you trust me to wish away the rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. And it's a secret, but I trust you. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
This is actually pretty cute. Alright. It's just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
Forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least she makes that. At least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. Still trying my best.
Yeah. I mean to say that it was a bad poem. Came out nice, or how should I put it? Sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast.
Actually, that's a myth. Get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Haneka's the best. Yeah. Next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Let's go to Natsuki. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste.
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass. I already get enough from Lodge. Anyway, I guess I need to show you mine.
Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Well, chat, what do you think of this poem? Yeah, I told you you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What?
Just be honest.
Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. People don't even try to take my writing seriously. This is the point of poems, for people to express themselves.
Your writing style wouldn't make your messages any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it's too hard. Like in this poem.
Yes, Prinny. Fairly simple.
Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
The other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up a rhyme at the end, and I made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you
did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not.
I had to humor her with the last comment. I really don't care how old everyone is. If Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her.
Simplicity is good sometimes. Now let's see Monica. Hi, Oolong. Having a good time so far? Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring them up, okay?
I'll try to keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I'll have to.
Don't worry, Oolong. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. And Monica, my poem.
I like this one. What do you think of something Sayori would like?
Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right? Wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common.
Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. Sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-beings. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into it too much?
I could be. Gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writings has that kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot.
It'll take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. Love to see you try new things. It's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards your own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write out the way everyone else wants you to write. Not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
That's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see.
Well, let's read it then. hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the sparkle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
What? What does this mean?
What do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. Performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. And influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. You try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down onto paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Phew. I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, knowing my poems can stand up to theirs. It's a literature club. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They generally exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. They read in tandem. I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What is this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy.
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute?
You completely missed the symbolism or something? Clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant language, I guess. Trying to say something nice. Yeah. And you have to try that hard to coming up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. They already liked it, and Oolong did too. Based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. Don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. Oolong liked my poem too, you know? And told me what was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? Hey, Rose. Yeah, I know how to play. Well, chat, we've reached 1 hour so far. Can we share the stream around? We're getting into some literature club. It's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Oolong appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours, huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. I was full of myself. I'll deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who magically grew a size bigger as soon as Oolong started showing up. Excuse me? Excuse me? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys.
Brittany, shut up. This is not my dream.
Oolong, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. She could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, and this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them now to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Oolong. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. The only way to convey complex feelings and meanings most efficiently. Avoiding them is not only not necessarily limiting yourself, it's also waste. Understand that, right, Oolong? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? Not like I know anything about writing. Whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Of course, that's gonna be...
You know, I agree with Yuri. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem.
See?
Wait, it's not an excuse for you to be so mean.
Yeah, they need to be older and wear some...
Pretty, I already looked it up. According to the developers, these girls are 18. So, there's that.
You can pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. It's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously.
I understand.
Yuri,
You're a seriously talented writer.
it's no secret that I was impressed.
Well, here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and becoming something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute.
I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry.
Natsuki, you took it way too far.
Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. That was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too?
Natsuki clenches her fists.
And nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant
Only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, to just take a walk and clear my head.
I mean, these outfits are pretty nice, not gonna lie. Each of their outfits tell a story.
You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem from the desk and storms out. Way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it into the trash. What?
Really didn't need to do that.
Look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair.
Everything alright?
I'm so embarrassed. Can't believe I acted like that. Probably hate me now.
No, Yuri. How could anyone have not gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone else could. I don't think any less of you.
Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Oolong. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as part of this club now.
It's nothing.
One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I'll never do anything so shameful. So, yeah.
What thing did Natsuki say?
Well, never mind that. I'm gonna make some tea.
Good idea. Enough for more than one person, okay?
Yeah.
Hey everyone, just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
A lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly.
Oolong, how about you?
I'd say the same. It was pretty neat to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do some same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learn something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I need to learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those who I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Oolong, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go.
Hee.
Sayori beams at me.
It really has been a while since Sayori and I spent time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki.
That kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. Rabbits are both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
You know, Oolong, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is gonna be so much fun. It's like Sayori still hasn't got on to the kind of situation I'm in. Her being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there?
We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori.
Pat Sayori on the shoulder. Said that more to myself than her. And it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay,
yeah, let's do this. Another one. That word again. Alright guys, after this, I'm gonna be playing some Sonic Rumble. I won't be streaming, but so, if you guys would like to join me, come join me in the voice chat in Buutube's server. No, wait, I have my own server now. Why don't we join in that one? Join me in the Discord server. Lost. Strawberry. Hey, I like strawberries. Insight. Vanilla. I'm a vanilla guy myself. Yes, Yuri is into horror. I have a feeling she might like Overlord. What do you guys think? And yes, when I meant vanilla, I was referring to the ice cream flavor, not that, you sickos. Lipstick. Whirlwind. Laugh. Valentine. Philosophy. Anime, of course. Hey, I got an achievement. Yes, Prinny. Massacre. Waterfall. Doki Doki. Happiness. Kiss. Not sure what these poem words do. Another day passes, it's time for a club meeting already. I've got a little more comfortable over here than the past couple days. During the club room, a usual scene greets me. Hi, Oolong. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in such a good mood today. I'm still not used to you being in the club app, that's all.
I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
Eh? But that's not like you at all.
I have my reasons.
Let me take a look at your purse, Sayori. Eh? Why that all of a sudden?
No reason really, I just wanted to look at it.
Ah!
Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse.
She fumbles with the latch to get it open, turns it upside down, and lets his contest spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out.
I knew it! I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
Oh, she's broke. Why is that relatable? You had enough money in the first place, you wouldn't have bought a snack before coming to the club room.
Either you're not hungry or wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some.
But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves one option.
Well, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
You feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty.
Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh?
Traces in her book as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! How long to let me borrow some money? That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you'll only buy what you can responsibly afford.
And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution.
Ha! I didn't mean that. I'm too absorbed in my book. Ooh. Really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. Doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you can think that. You're right, though. Did something bad, now I have to accept the retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there?
Let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing.
After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to a club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori.
I don't know where something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Yeah. Ow. What was... a cookie?
Enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic.
Sayori glanced around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution.
Actually, that's one almost worked. I'm just gonna give it to you. I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It's totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, so nice of you. So happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. She rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasped her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Went through a lot just over one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. Yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Suddenly, I
hear Imagine crying out in anguish over the fact that he's not having a cookie.
Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. Get it, I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, seriously, just do that? Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safely. That's just gonna get you some germs! Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glanced around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh, where is Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. It's a bit unusual. Hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. Probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh, you don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. Probably more desirable than all of us combined. Yeah, that's so true. Excuse me! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. Didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Yeah, Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all? You're so strong-willed. What, boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind that. What held you up anyway? Ah, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. Makes no sense though. Would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I don't know where they play music as well, Monica. I don't really. Kind of just started recently. I just wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's... He looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! Sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. I know a guy who plays piano. He's really, really good. Leagues better than me, I'd say. In that case, I won't let you down Oolong. Monica smiled sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry, I've been practicing a whole lot recently. I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. We'll leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Sure, looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Here is a backdoor book, and Natsuki disappeared into a closet. Really curious to ask Dr. Yuri a little bit more. At the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. Catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It's like the same book she lent to me. Other than that, she seemed to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she knows me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. Only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. Muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, probably wouldn't have noticed you in the first place. I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I want to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious how you come to 2 copies of the same book. Ah, well, I stopped in the bookstore yesterday. Ah, that's not what I mean. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. Very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well... Yuri closed the book and scanned her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. As soon as she does so, life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. While her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, but that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Not a fan of that sort of thing, Oolong? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside. Mine seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because of someone wants to be evil, because they have their own goals, their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be a naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, and I forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Please stop me if I start talking too much.
That's...
Really don't think you need to worry. Just means you're passionate about reading. Least I can do is listen.
This is a literature club, after all.
That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. Quickly retrieve the book that I put into my bag.
Alright, it's fine if it's here, right?
I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah?
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. Not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to.
That is reading in company with someone.
I see.
Well, just let me know. Well, just tell me if I end up being distracting to you or anything.
Alright.
Open the book and start the prologue.
Soon understood what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing.
Maybe a little distracting. The feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. Realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry, I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? Slide my desk up until it's against Yuri's.
Hold my book more between the two of them. Suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders almost touching.
Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right to hold the book open.
I guess that kind of makes it... It's kind of difficult to turn the page. Here.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to the side. But holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of starting to distract me. As if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Just turn the page.
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second.
Glance over to Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet.
I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Sea launch. Oolong has moves. Oh wait, she's not here anymore. Dang it.
It's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, thanks.
Continue reading.
Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. I continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? It may be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses all of the things that she says and does. She isn't like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see it in your head or anything. They're kind of reminiscent of you, some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But Oolong, it's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing to think that.
Wait, I didn't mean that in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant more it's kind of cute.
What are you saying then all of a sudden? Okay, everyone! I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
That alright, Yuri? Look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb.
Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess. I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. Stand up, making a mental note of where I left off in the book, and slipping it into my bag. That's what bookmarks are for. Let's change up this time. Nutski. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. I can't really say it's better either. Oh. Huh? Phew, what? Well, anything's a train wreck, I'll take it as a win. Get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you think... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminded me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. You never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden. Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? Like she's been dragging around a dead weight. Ugh, that was a little unnecessary. Think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would have probably just flown away like letting go of a balloon. Let's say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. Her singing it my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound. The rhythm of the words, but she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has lots of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. Doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. Doesn't matter if she keeps it private. Doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. I'm gonna tell everyone. Man, something about spiders, really. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. You didn't think that was the best I could do? No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I know I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. Helps people realize how stupid they're being. Anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. You know people like that? Of course, it's about everyone thinks It doesn't matter. It can't be about anything. For it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. That just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes? As long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotion is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, too. So look forward to it. I think Sayori. Ooh, I like this one, Oolong. Got some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Still though, tone makes me sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. Oh no, I still like this one, I promise. No, I wouldn't lie to you, Oolong. No, never. Yeah, I guess so. Made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one, then. I'm not really good at figuring out poems that aren't good or bad. That's why I just go by heart. If it makes me feel things, it must be a good poem. Not sure that's exactly how it works. Again, as conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writings you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write things for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right, but you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Whatever. Anyway, let's see. Guess I like happy poems? Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. The word for that, right? It's the word I'm looking for. Bittersweet. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see him liking that something that sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. Sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give the rain cloud a little hug. Make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Yeah, it is. Maybe I'm getting a little better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Oolong. I should go write that down then. You should read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp to like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. Reach inside with my thumb and forefinger to pluck one out. Warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. Put it in a bottle to keep it safe. I put the bottle on the shelf along with the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and from my friends, and they come. Such a hurry. They want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them off the shelf, one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. And every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something. All I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. What could this mean? Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings lately. I see that. Almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm not used to being cheerful. Oh, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. Point is, it came out good, so you should feel proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like it was meant to express myself this way. It helps me understand my own feelings a little better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. There's always that habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. Seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Monica. Hi again, Oolong. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I poem to Monica. Alright, great job, Oolong. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. Really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. Guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way I always count, and you put in some effort. That's not very fair. I guess it worked. Anyway, you know what? Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that full of imagery and symbolism? Like Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, while letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. Take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. Really ask, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. Noise that won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. Endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Load me? What? Even more abstract than your last one. Guess it's the way I write. Sorry if you don't like it. Oh no, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kinda like playing with the space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mode of the poem. Almost like magic. The way I wrote those lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader, so putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know what might happen when you change your mind, and something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this even a tip about writing? What are you even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thank you for listening.
Wait, is she starting to become meta-aware?
Uh-oh.
Something tells me this isn't a simple dating game, isn't it? There's more to this, isn't there? Guys, what did I get myself into? Let's just talk to Yuri.
See what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face.
Do you like it?
Oolong, how did you pick up on this so quickly?
It's scary, huh? Really? Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. Stitch, I see nothing scary.
I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. This probably sounds really stupid. Seeing someone motivated by my writing makes me really happy.
Are you saying that you've never shared your writing before?
Yuri nods.
Really? I don't believe it.
I only write for myself.
Besides,
people will just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods.
Huh?
And you're close friends? He doesn't respond to that. Or why?
Anyway,
you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah,
I do. It's with you. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I've noticed the strange tendencies of an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, the hungry curiosity, raccoon an urge. The moon increments as its phase and reflects its much more moonlight. Much more light off my cutting knife. Very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. Slice the bread, fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited. Perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. I would say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. Rush of blood, a classic Pavlovian conditioning. Slice the bread, and I feed myself again. That was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. A lot more metaphorical.
I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't even imagine what this poem is about.
Me neither.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take that at face value, I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. And to express the way that it feels for me to indulge in my unusual hobbies. It's these sort of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. Well, I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Oh, that's funny.
Didn't Natsuki also write something about that?
Of someone being ridiculed for strange interest?
Yeah.
She did?
Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way?
Yeah.
I'd like you two have that in common. Well, that's interesting. To me, it seems like she's the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. Well, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I probably would hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. I'm glad you're a good listener.
I am a good listener.
Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something a little extra planned today. If everyone could come sit at the front of the room. It's about the festival. Well, sort of. Ugh, do you really have to do something for the festival? Not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concept certain of mine as well. I really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Theory has been working on posters. I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't even tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing.
Performing?
Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. The cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori has been coloring a poster, holds it up just to see. Are you kidding, Monica? You didn't already start putting up these posters, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? No way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, oh, Sayori, I understand where they're all coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. Not to ask for them to recite their poems out loud and to a whole room full of people. This is kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put out a good performance, inspire others to do the same. The more people who outperform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah. About expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. It's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, I know you could do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. It leaves me no choice.
I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask.
I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. Least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. Guess I'll have to get it over with. Alright. Whew. Thanks, Natsuki. How are you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't have a choice. Haha, that's everyone. The best, Yuri. This club seriously is going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. Be fine, Yuri. Anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of the strangers? Oh no. Don't worry, I'll start off with help everyone feel a little more comfortable. I go next? Of course. Well, let's see. Monica flips her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She stands behind the podium.
title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. Knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. It's something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes her recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. Oh, it was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. Hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she quickly walks over to the podium. Podium is called Yuri. Do it, Yuri. It's called After Images of the Crimson Eye. Voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Today she's suddenly putting in so much effort. As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. Almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in a structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality and glances around her, as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. We first started plotting. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. Not that we didn't want to applaud for her. We were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. That was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. Called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do this so easily? Think of it like you're reciting to other people. And you're reciting it to yourself, in front of a mirror or in your own head. Your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels her soft voice was made for a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery as Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. So if I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. Hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. Like I get to reach more deeply into someone than I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Oolong liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. It might be that the other poems wouldn't quite work, well as that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. That's embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time for the festival, you know? Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki. Don't make me go before Oolong. It's not like I can compare you guys anyway. We'll let Oolong lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. Fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. Not like I have much of a selection of what to read. Let's go with what I wrote for today. Stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poems. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put my energy in it. Despite that, once I finish it, I receive applause anyway. Sorry I'm not really good as everyone else's. Don't worry about that so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright, then. This leaves you, Natsuki. Hey, yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called, Why Are You All Looking At Me? Because you're presenting. And the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once you start reciting the poem, sour attitude disappears a little. She's still enthused. Her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. I feel like they bounce up and down, like giving them life to a poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. Wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Oh, well, at least you feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of the other people. Doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. It's just my friends. It's just embarrassing. Surprise, Natsuki. Be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess that's the case. You won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea for what it's like for now. After you pick a poem and get enough practice for the festival, okay? We'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine, too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Makes me really happy. Oh yes, no problem. Okay, everyone, I think that's about it for today. Now the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. Stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica. I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club. Impressing Monica, and I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two. Always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Make such a big deal out of it. Be nice, though. Well, just respond to that. It's okay, Oolong. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. Come with Sayori once more, even though it's a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like how we used to get to... Sayori fumbles with the words. So one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Oh, what'd you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Oh, but still walk home. Oh, what do I do, guys? What do I do? Come with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? Given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. Not any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe, but I just like to think about it. It's not long before you don't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry, everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. Conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. Kind of her fault for trapping me with such weird question. I can't just lie to her, but if there's something that makes her happy, I'd hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. And again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? And who knows what will happen next time? I think that'll be it for today's stream. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. This has been Doki Doki Literature Club. That's a lot of reading. My jaw is tired. I think I'll go eat some sloppy joes and call it a day. Make sure you tune into Raditz's stream tonight. We'll be playing Persona 5. And I guess I'll see you all in the next stream. Bye-bye.